On today's episode of Theme Park Talk, Alice Davis gets a Main Street window and we take a look inside the Rancho Del Zocalo at Disneyland. Hello and welcome to Theme Park Talk. My name is Josh Quillin. Let's get into some news, shall we? The first bit of news we have today is that Disneyland has now introduced 2 more food-based t-shirts. Due to the success of the turkey leg t-shirt that they introduced 1 year ago, Disneyland has now introduced the Churro and the Dole Whip Shirt. Make sure to get your food-based t-shirt on your next visit to Disneyland. The Disneyland Mainstreet Arcade Organ has recently been refurbished. Because the Penny Arcade, where the Mainstreet Arcade Organ is kept, is currently being refurbished, Disney thought that this would be a good time to go ahead and refurbish the old arcade organ. This arcade organ is over 100 years old. One cool fact about the arcade organ is that every time it's maintained, the workers who maintenance it sign and date the inside of it. During an event for the Pirates of the Caribbean anniversary at Club 33, it was announced that Disney Imagineer and legend Alice Davis will be receiving her own Main Street window. Alice Davis will be receiving her Main Street window on May 10th, 2012. Alice Davis, a costume designer for Disneyland, got her start at Disneyland when she was asked by Walt Disney to help Mary Blair do the costumes for the characters inside It's a Small World. She has also worked on Pirates of the Caribbean. So be on the lookout for Alice Davis's window after May 10th, 2012, the next time you visit Disneyland's Main Street. That about sums up today's news. Let's get into some theme park travel tips. Well, it's that time again. It is spring break, and you may be thinking, hey, this is a good time to go to a California theme park, and you would be right. But you're not the only one with that idea. There's about 14 million bajillion other people who also have that same idea. So here's a tip for you when you're visiting a California theme park on your spring break. Make sure you get to the theme park you're planning on attending early and plan to stay really late to get in everything you want to do. One good tip would be to get a guidebook like the Unofficial Guide to Disneyland that has touring plans in it so that you can maximize your theme park experience. While we were at Disneyland this past weekend, we got to have lunch at the Rancho Del Zocalo restaurant. So I figured, let's review that bad boy. Now, if you've never been to the Rancho Del Zocalo restaurant, this is a Mexican restaurant located just east of Big Thunder Mountain, inside of Frontierland. Rancho Del Zocalo is a nicely themed restaurant featuring enchiladas, burritos, taco salads, and so on. But it is counter service. So you will have to get your tray, go up to the counter, get your food, then find your seat. You will not be sitting down and ordering from a menu. The food is above average and the portions are a pretty good size. Now, as far as price goes, you're going to spend between $10 and $14 per plate, not including a drink. But speaking of drinks, one really cool thing about the Rancho Del Zocalo restaurant is that they have free drink refills on their soft drinks. All you have to do is show the cast member your receipt that you've already paid for your drink once, and they will allow you to fill your drink up as many times as you would like. So make sure you visit the Rancho Del Zocalo restaurant on your next trip to Disneyland. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Theme Park Talk. Make sure you remember to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and make sure you remember to subscribe to us here on YouTube. As always, we'll be back next Monday with news, reviews, tips, and much more, all about California's theme parks.